Hey, hey, hey. Hey, welcome to Bitches in the Breakroom.
Hey.
I'm Caitlyn.
I'm Courtney.
And we're your bitches.
We are the bitches.
We're your little bitties.
Your
little
bitch,
bitty
big bitch swimming in the water. Yes. How are we feeling today, guys?
I'm feeling great.
Oh my god.
I'm feeling good today.
Oh, me too.
I feel like every time we record, I'm on my period.
No way.
Mm-hmm. But
Wow.
yesterday was my bad day.
I'm in my luteal, so I'm like,
What's luteal? Right before you get yours. Which one was the good one?
follicular.
Is that right after your period?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I must be hitting mine early.
Oh, girl. Honestly, though, I feel like the tail end of my period, I do start feeling a little bit more godly.
I do feel.
Like, it hits me like halfway through my period, and then I'm like, wait,
Yeah.
I am kind of sexy.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
have energy. I feel
Yeah.
good. I feel motivated.
Good. I love that.
That's why I got here early and just was like sprucing up the salon.
Yeah, I come in, she's just like cleaning.
Just one of those moments. Because sometimes
Yeah.
I feel like I ignore the salon. We're like, not ignore it, but I'm just like, everything's good. It's running. And then yesterday I woke up and I'm like, the salon needs some love. Needs some love from mama.
Needs
Call
mama's
me a
touch.
baby.
The salon needed mama's touch.
Yeah. So mama's in here.
I want mommy. I want to be held. I want to
Yeah.
be comforted.
That's what the salon was saying to me. So
Yep.
I'm here nurturing it
Aww.
and getting ready for the holidays because we have a lot of shit coming up. The end of the year is always so busy.
Insane.
We had a little list in the actual break room of the salon. Fun fact, this is not the break room. We had a list of
I'm sorry, my like fake ass laugh is
we had a list in the back and it was like all the dates.
I've been watching too much Schitt's Creek.
I've never seen that
Oh
before.
my god, you should. Yeah.
So anyway, as I was saying, we have a list in the back of all the dates,
So
and
many.
we're halfway through,
Yeah.
or more than halfway.
No, yeah, we only have like 3 left on there.
So next up is the Salon 4-year anniversary. I cannot believe it's been 4 years.
4 years.
4 years of torture.
7 years ago, our father set forth on this continent a new nation.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me stop.
Caitlyn and Co. So anyway, I heard 4 years
That's so
coming
exciting,
up.
though.
And I usually kind of go all out. I feel like this year is going to be more chill.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm going to do yet.
Yeah.
I feel like I always do the cookies. I haven't even, I always forget every year who the hell I used for the cookies the year before.
Yeah.
So I need to do cookies. I don't think I'm going to do balloons this year.
Yeah.
Fuck those balloons.
Yeah.
Last year we had a hot cocoa station, which was so cute.
That was so cute.
Literally no one used it. I was like,
I know.
come
Yeah.
on, guys.
I know.
So I want to do something like interactive, but I don't know what to do. How can we celebrate our 4-year this year?
How do 4-year-olds celebrate their birthdays?
Cake and balloons and presents.
Yeah. What if we require every client to bring a present? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
We have someone in the front.
We
just,
give like
present.
little presents. We like give out little baby presents.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
You know what I mean? Like
I was also
here's the
thinking
birthday
drinks.
present.
Like
Cute.
that whole week,
Like
we
cute
have
little
like
cocktails.
a Command and Co. like drink,
Love
signature
that.
drink.
Yeah.
That could be cute.
That would be cute.
That so drinks is cute.
Yeah, drinks is cute.
I
What if we did little like handhelds, like little handheld snackies?
okay.
You know, like little
Okay.
hors d'oeuvres,
Okay.
little deals, if you will.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's cute. I always do
Little
like a
mini
discount
cakes.
that whole week. Like we usually have a big sale. Mini cakes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I just want to like change it up this year.
Yeah, that's cute.
We have all of our holiday gift sets out for the holidays, and what else? And then we have the salon Christmas party. Super excited for that. It's gonna be at my house again. Last year was the first time it was in my house, and then the 2 years before that we always did it somewhere. Which when we did it at Farina, that was actually fun.
No, that was a good
That
time.
was cute.
That
It
was a
was
good
like
time.
we did it and then we left, but I feel like
Yeah.
the house is more intimate.
Well, in the house, it like, I don't know, when we do it not at someone's house, it's like you finish the meal, you like chit chat a little bit, and then like you
You're
go
done.
your respective ways. When it's at the house, it's like, let's just keep these good vibes going. You know, we just like keep vibing.
And I want to play some fun games.
Yeah.
I've been looking on those corny TikTok Christmas games. Have you seen?
No.
There's one where it's like you tape a candy cane on you and it's like dangling. Mm-hmm. And you have to try to scoop. I don't know what it was, but they were scooping something. It was kind of fun. And whoever gets the most, like, in a minute in the bowl of whatever they were scooping wins.
Okay.
So something fun like that. Yeah. I don't know. I just kind of want to play corny, fun.
Okay.
And make traditions.
Yeah, I love it.
I still don't know what we're eating.
Pizza.
Come on. You know I don't roll like that.
I know you don't.
So I don't know. I don't want to do farina
Pizza
again.
rolls.
I was thinking about cooking with my mom and, like, making, like, some Spanish food, like traditional foods.
Don't make me like that.
I know. I was gonna do like empanadas, rice beans, pulled pork, like Spanish pulled pork, and then pasta salad. I'm like, that could be really good.
Oh my god! Just as we were talking about in the last episode about physical ailments, I literally have a pinched nerve right now. Suddenly.
Oh. And there's nothing you can do.
No, it just is.
It's just gonna be pinching you.
Yep.
So anyway, yeah, we got a lot coming up. This is the best time of the year. Merry Christmas. Wait, yeah, when this is gonna come out the week. Yeah, so this week is our salon Christmas party. This Saturday.
Everyone wish us a happy birthday.
Yeah. So yeah, a lot going on.
Yeah,
just feeling all the good vibes.
Yeah.
It's Cyber Monday.
Fun thing that Caitlyn likes to do is play Christmas music way before she needs to, right? And we were out for Thanksgiving. And I came into work on my lonesome on Saturday. Like, the salon was closed. I came into work on my lonesome. I was like, fuck yeah, my music today. So I'm playing my music, living my best life. I'm mid-consultation with a client that I had never met. She was cool, though. She was chill. But I'm, like, mid-consultation with her. And out of nowhere, I hear, I don't want... And I was like... Absolutely. I literally I was like, I'm so sorry. Give me 1 second. And I immediately stepped to the back and I'm texting Caitlyn like, are you kidding me? Like, you can't let me have this one day without the godforsaken Christmas music. And I literally immediately walk over to the iPad, change it back to house music. Thank you. I was like,
what if I just kept changing it back?
Well, what got me was the song finished through. I mixed up the color. And then I came back and it was the, I'm dreaming of a white, but it was the really slow.
I love it.
Sad.
I get goosebumps just thinking about it.
I about lost it.
I love Christmas music so
I like
much.
Christmas music on Christmas Eve.
And that's it?
And Christmas Day.
You're so lame. It's not even funny.
You know.
Well, I'm sorry. Get ready.
I know. I'm at least grateful that you found a playlist that has normal songs sprinkled in.
Well, yeah, because I can't do the back-to-back Christmas music because doing hair in my house
over and over again, just different singers.
Yeah, but in my house, car ride home, full on Christmas music for me. Oh yeah, I've been listening to
just
Sia's Christmas album for the last week. Oh yeah,
I'm actually okay with Sia's.
Sia's is
good.
Fucking amazing.
Yeah, Sia's Christmas that one's good because it's not just
I'm gonna make a playlist of Christmas music and mix in and every maybe fourth song could be a Christmas.
Okay.
A little sprinkle.
Yeah.
It's the good vibes. I love Christmas music. You don't even know. It makes me so happy.
You guys should see our salon right now. I came back from vacay.
With a little surprise.
Thanksgiving hadn't even arrived yet. Thanksgiving had not even passed yet. It's still fall until Thanksgiving passes. I come in and it is a winter wonderland in here. She has a little snow village up front. There are literally Christmas trees outside.
They're
before
everywhere.
you even walk in. There's Christmas trees everywhere, all over the place.
How can you be in a bad mood
and no, it looks adorable.
It
everywhere. Looks beautiful. It looks adorable. Stunning. You did amazing. I'm very impressed. It looks beautiful.
Thank you.
I was just whoa. I was just in 85-degree weather and it was hot and humid and I'm pulling up and it's a winter wonderland.
I had to remind you.
Yes.
So Merry Christmas, you guys.
And
or happy holidays, whatever you celebrate. Just be merry this time of year. Be a good person.
The only reason that Christmas is my fave is because I love to buy things for people. I love giving gifts to people. Mm-hmm. It's my favorite thing in the world.
I love
this time of year, I am just so generous. I
know.
Hella. I've already decided the next time I go to get my nails done, it's gonna be the week before Christmas. I'm gonna give her a $100 tip, and I'm just like,
I love doing that.
I love it. Like it literally like sets my soul on fire. Like, because I know that feeling, you know, like when someone like you're like not expecting it. It's like just a normal day, normal service, and then someone's like, bam, here's like $200. Like you're like,
I know. I love
such
like
a good
paying
feeling.
it forward.
Yes.
This time of year makes me so happy, but also so emotional.
Yeah.
It's like, this is such a weird, oh my god, sorry, keep burping. It's such a like sad, happy time of year because like it reminds you of people who aren't here with you and like traditions, but then it also makes you grateful for the people who are here, and then it makes you want to give. The older I've gotten, I hate opening presents. Like I don't like receiving presents.
I like giving. Stop. I like giving a lot. I'm a big giver, like to strangers, to people I'm close with. Like literally, it's not even related to Christmas. It's just this time of year. I think it like just gets me in the mood. Like I was going on like online shopping for myself, just like random things. Like I wanted to get a new shower filter for my hard ass water. If you guys don't have one, you should get a filter. But I was like, yeah, my water is way too hard. It's been like making my skin agitated, and like my hair just like isn't giving. So I like went to order one, and then I was like, fuck it, my sister probably needs one too. Like I just got her blonde, and her hair doesn't hold blonde really well, so I like doubled that. I got one of those big blanket hoodies, you know, it's like a hoodie but like a blanket. Yeah, but it's like a hoodie, like it has like big like it's like a big fluffy blanket basically, but it has a hood. I got one for myself, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna walk around with just that. So I ordered 2. I got one for my sister. Is
that her Christmas presents, or are you like?
No, I'm giving them to her when they come in. I just like to like everything that I ordered. I just ordered in like double, so I can give one to my sister.
You should save it though.
No, because I want to get her like a proper gift.
Oh, okay.
These are just like little knickknacks.
Cute. Stocking stuffers.
Yeah. It's like a pregame.
Yeah. Ugh, I love it.
I know.
I'm so happy just thinking about it.
I know, right?
I love the holidays.
Yeah.
What are we chatting about? What are we chit-chatting about today?
Today, we're going to be talking about having amazing customer service. Do you guys have a customer service voice? Do you have a customer service voice, you think?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
I don't think I have a customer service voice. I think I have a customer service face.
Yeah.
I like light up a little bit more when I'm like talking to people.
Yeah.
But my voice itself isn't really changing. But I'm just like a little bit more animated. I look a little bit more excited about what I'm saying.
Yeah, your voice doesn't change.
Yeah.
And you say beautiful a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
When Courtney consults, beautiful. Beautiful. I love that. Beautiful. It's like your thing. And I love it. Yeah.
I do say that a lot. Or I'll be like, oh, slay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, yes, slay. Love it.
Like you have little like slogans that you say. But your voice is the same.
Yeah. And when I have like my repeat clients that I already know their vibe and I know they're chill, like I'll be like, so what are we doing?
You're a good mix, your customer service, because you're nice, but you also are very honest.
Oh, yeah.
In like a straightforward way.
Yeah.
Which I love.
Yeah. Like I'm like, love this idea. Let's plan on this for like a year from now. You know? Like,
yeah. But I like that.
Yeah.
Keeping it real.
Keeping it 100.
Customer service.
It's a learning curve if you haven't had a lot of it. Like, I feel like if you haven't had a lot of customer servicey jobs pre doing hair, it's probably like an extreme adjustment because people can really misread you. Like what you are saying can come off so differently than how you intend on it.
There's like two ways of like saying everything. Like you can say it. I think it's like the tone of voice is so important when you are dealing with customers.
And your facial expressions are everything. Like I firmly believe I always got lectured on this when I was a kid. It's not what I'm saying, it's how I'm saying it.
The delivery.
Yeah. Delivery is literally everything. Like if I were to look at my client and be like, yeah, this is a good goal for like a year from now, and like just kept a straight face, like they would feel insulted and uncomfortable. They would feel like I'm lazy about it, like I'm not excited about it. But if I'm like, love this is such a good goal, let's plan on getting here at our 1 year mark, like this is gonna be like multiple sessions, we're gonna get you there, and I'm so excited. Like it's a totally different, same concept, different delivery.
Yeah. And I think customer service, like good customer service, is explaining the why Because if you don't explain the why, there's too many question marks.
Yes.
And it leaves too much room for people to make bad assumptions when you can just like educate them and tell them the why.
Absolutely.
And then they do what they will with it.
The best service providers that I have ever had for anything, for nails, for facial, for like literally anything that I'm doing, I'm getting education. While if I got a service and I have no idea why that worked, or I have no idea why it didn't work, that kind of thing, it's like you're gonna put it on like the person who did it, like not necessarily their fault, but like you're gonna sort of be like, did they just not know what they were doing? But if you're explaining what you're doing and why you're doing it and why some things work and why some things don't, like they're gonna leave your experience with like homework almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And customer service has evolved. The customer, get ready, the customer is not always right.
Mic drop.
They're just not always right.
No.
And I think,
and thank God for that.
And I think the mindset of the customer is always right is so out of date and out of touch, because it's no boundaries. It's no respect. It's literally saying no matter what, the customer can walk all over you just because they are paying for a service. And that, my friends, is not true.
Your dollar does not make you correct.
Yeah. And we can expand on that, because I've got so much to say on customer service, because I truly, in my heart, of course I'm biased, I think I am exceptional at customer service. Do I always pick the right path? No, but my intentions are always there. But I think some people are thrown off when I say the customer is not always right, because again, it's just such an old mindset. Because especially in the service industry, I think customers get so entitled because they are paying you. But what you have to understand is, just because they are paying you doesn't mean that they get to get away with murder kind of thing. You know, I feel like, I want to say this without coming off like a bitch, because it's so easy, especially for women, to come off as bitches.
It's okay.
Yeah, to come off as bitches. Because I do feel like if a man was saying this, it would come off as like, no,
you're valid king,
businessman, like he knows what he's saying. But then when a girl says it, it's like, oh my god, what a fucking bitch,
literally.
And I think in the hair industry, it's women dominated, right? I'm not talking about the barber industry, I'm talking about the hair industry. In the hair industry, it's so women dominated, and unfortunately women are not nice to other women most of the time. Sadly, I don't know if it's just like imprinted in us that like everyone doesn't mean well, and like other women are competitions, and like just that whole mindset, unfortunately. And I've seen it so much in the hair industry because of how not understanding clients can be. And I think in customer service, there has to be boundaries, right? Like you have to know when you're right and when you're wrong. And I think as a hairstylist especially, like there are certain instances where people will get redos. So for us, and another thing, like I think in customer service, it is really important to not only have boundaries, but to have policies in place so you can set those boundaries. Because if you don't have that, you don't have any kind of structure, and then that's when people can really walk all over you. So like for us, we have a 1 week policy on letting us know if there's something that you don't like with your hair, but there are restrictions to that. So if you come in and you want to try a balayage for the first time, but you normally get baby lights, and you're told the difference, right? You get the balayage service, you paid for the balayage service. If you let us know in a week that you're not happy with the service, we'll hear you out. But in that circumstance, you're not going to get a free redo, because you paid for a balayage service. You talked about it, and only because you don't like it doesn't mean that we now have to work 3 extra hours for free to make you like the baby lights now. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's a really hard boundary, and I hate when hairstylists like will just do anything for free just to make the customer happy, because that's you're not respecting yourself. You're letting someone take advantage of you in that circumstance.
And it's like we've talked so many times on here about how important like open dialogue is when you're consulting, but like that consultation is also your insurance in that sense, because it's like if I'm giving you the warning, like you're gonna feel darker if we add dimension. Your blonde isn't gonna be darker, but there's gonna be less of it because we're adding in dimension. We're doing more of a root because you want easier maintenance, like whatever it may be. Like that's gonna feel different. That's gonna feel darker because you're used to more solid. You're used to like more brightness, whatever. Reiterating that, having that open dialogue with your client, like that's your insurance, so that when down the line, if they're like, it's too dark, you're like, we discussed this in our consultation. I gave you the warning. You wanted to try it. But yeah, if you have that like open dialogue with your clients, it's like that's your insurance, because you're like, okay, I hear you. I understand. Like this wasn't like what you envisioned because you're not used to this. So next session, when I get you in here, we'll add the blonde back in, or we'll bring it back up. Like, you know, anytime someone's like switching something up too, I'm always like, I won't do anything too drastic that we can't go back to your roots next time. Literally. No, but like that communication is so important, and it's part of customer service. Is like, you know, you have to be able to be real with your guests, because again, like you, at the end of the day, you're gonna know more about the situation than they will. They might see a photo that's like, I want this on my head, and you're like, this is super different than anything you've ever gotten. Like it's going to feel different on you than it looks on this person. Their skin is different, their root color's different, like whatever. But giving all of those signals assures you,
like educating them, like you said in the beginning. Like pertaining to the hair industry, I'm just gonna say like what we do redos on and what we don't. So we will do a redo within the 1 week. We have to be notified in a week. You can't let us know 2 months later that something was bothering you. If it's not in that week, like you're out of the what's the word I'm looking for? The buffer area that we give. Yes. So we will do redos if you asked for a tone and you didn't get that tone. So if you wanted something gold and your hair, for whatever reason, it was too porous, we didn't formulate right, it didn't grab as gold as you wanted, that you'll get a redo for. So if the tone is not right, you'll get a redo. You will get a redo if someone wanted to go darker and it didn't come out as dark as they wanted. That you'll get a redo for. Not going lighter, because that's
more foils.
That's also takes sessions. Like we can't promise you'll get a certain amount of lightness in one session, but darkness is pretty, you know, we can do that. You will get a redo if there is a harsh line. If we didn't blur something, we will redo that. You'll get a redo if the cut isn't as short as they were wanting, and like that's something that you guys discussed. You'll get a redo if the money piece is maybe too thick and that's not what you discussed. So like stuff like that, you'll get a redo. But you won't get a redo, like I said, if you ask for ashy toner and you usually get gold and you're just not liking how it looks on you. That you will have to pay for, because you asked for something, and just because you don't like how it looks on you doesn't mean that we have to now work for free to get it to where you like, when we agreed on something originally. And we don't offer refunds, like, at all. Ever. It's in the policies. You look at it, you agree to it when you confirm your appointment. I think the only time I will give a refund to a client is if, like, their hair melted or something, which thank God has never happened. That's the only time I find it appropriate. Like, if someone's hair is, like, super compromised, you'll get a refund. That makes sense. But to a lot of clients, it doesn't. And that honestly is just on them at that point. If we've educated you, if you read the policies and you're just choosing to blatantly not want to follow it, sorry about it. And people get so mad, and we'll get bad reviews because we stick to our policies. But I I feel okay getting a bad review if it's over someone just not wanting to respect our policies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And like respect your own education too, because it's like, I think the only times I see clients really get like, well, not the only times, but times that clients get upset is like when it's like, we discussed during consult getting you more blonde and that wasn't achievable today, either because your hair can't handle it, the previous color's not lifting out, like whatever reason it may be. Those situations, like when they're like, I thought it would be brighter, and it's like, well, we discussed going brighter, and we also discussed that it wasn't getting there, and we discussed before we even got to seeing the foil not getting there, this is a potential option. Like if it's not, I always say, like, if I'll see how it's sort of lifting as I'm moving through, and if we're running into any issues, we'll sort of brainstorm like unreasonable inspo for today that's not going to be what you were originally planning, but like we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, if we get to it, that kind of thing. I always just sprinkle that on, even with my repeat clients. Like with sometimes hair just doesn't do what it normally does. Like sometimes it doesn't lift like it did last time, whatever. So I'm always like, okay, this is our goal for today. If for some reason I can't get you there, I'll let you know as I'm checking your foils, like sort of what's going to be a good goal. Like,
yeah,
I always just sprinkle that in so that like later, if they're like, I thought it was going to be later, I'm like, we discussed.
You can refer
we
back to that conversation. Yeah, I just think having clear policies is huge on customer service, and reasonable ones. Like I really think our policies are super reasonable.
They're totally reasonable.
There's nothing where I feel like I'm doing a client dirty.
No.
The only time where I won't entertain a upset client is if they're being disrespectful. Like you can be upset with your hair and still be respectful and
always
and portray that to the stylist or the salon owner in a respectful way.
Yeah.
But if you are cursing one of my girls out, cursing me out, saying nasty stuff, I will not entertain it. Like you would just have to go somewhere else. Like I don't have any kind of
RESPCT.
Yeah, I just don't have patience for that. And I just think, again, like if we're being respectful for you, I would never talk to a client disrespectfully ever. Even when they are being disrespectful to me, I just don't stoop to that level.
Why is it okay for, if you were going to get your hair done, would you want your hairstylist to talk to you like that? Like, no,
it's just not okay. And I get it, like things happen, like you may be upset about, but again, like we are adults, like we don't have to throw temper tantrums.
Use your big girl words.
Yeah. And I remember like that one client that you had, she was starting to kind of cross that line with me, and on the phone I was like, I'm gonna hang up now. You're crossing a line with me and I really want to help you, but call me back when you're not in this state of anger. And she calmed down and she came back in and it was fine. But if you are and that was really close to me being like, we're done here.
We're literally done.
But I try really hard to see where clients are coming from, because I get it, they're paying X amount, and you know, I get it to a certain extent. So I think having policies and boundaries is so important in customer service.
Yeah.
You can't have any kind of working salon without policies, or else people are going to walk all over you. Things are going to be unorganized. It's just such a good way of staying organized and kind of standing your ground.
Yeah. I feel like also authenticity is really important with customer service. Like I feel like you can really tell when someone is using a customer service voice on you, kind of thing, you know, like when people are, like, I get really bothered personally I'm at a store or whatever, and they're like talking to me really fake and like, do you know what I mean? Like it's like almost condescending.
Yes.
I don't
like
like
passive
that.
aggressive.
Yeah. Like I think just like be authentic. Like people respond well to authenticity. People like,
just be real with people too. Like explain to them. There are times where things didn't go the way that we want, and I'll just pull the client aside and I'll be like, listen, for whatever reason, this stylist was off today. And it happens, where humans, like we're so open to like redoing that. Like just being so real.
Just be real.
Down to earth. Like people respect that.
Yeah. I think it's an easy way to like set yourself up for success. It's just being authentic with people.
Yeah, I love that. I think that's really good advice. I think creating an experience for paying clients is important, because again, they're paying for a service, and I really believe it goes beyond that. So creating a comfortable environment and a professional experience for them is important too. Offering food, drinks, checking in on them, just making them feel comfortable, knowing when to stop talking. If someone is not responding,
just shut up.
Just shut the fuck up and like let them, because again, like that's part of the experience. Like no one wants to sit there and have to like entertain a conversation. It's not what they came to do.
Read the room. Read the room.
I think the experience is really important. I mean, I always try to like think outside of the salon and other places when I go. Like when I do go get a massage, I think about my experience there. Like what's valuable to me as a client. I try to give back to our clients here.
For sure.
Kind of thing. What else in customer service? I mean, I really do think it just comes down to having boundaries and being respectful. It goes both ways. Clients need to be respectful, and we need to be respectful too. And client interaction, authenticity.
I mean, it's a
customer service.
I really like authenticity is just like that is good customer service to me. Like, unless your authentic personality is like a bitch, then like
you need to work
on that, you know. But like, I don't know. It's actually been scientifically proven that your authenticity like vibrates at like a better wavelength, and so people perceive you better when you're being yourself,
and it makes them more comfortable too.
It makes them more willing to speak to me about what they're thinking, what they're feeling when I'm doing exactly
and
that.
Just be real too. Like there are times where I will tell my clients like I'll just be like, I'm not loving this, like and they respect that. Like I think being real and not hiding behind the embarrassment and having an ego. You can't have an ego when you have customer service. No. It doesn't work. That's when it comes off fake.
I always tell them like, it's not gonna hurt my feelings. Like I'm like, this is my job. Like I know we've had a great time here, but if there's something you don't like, it's not gonna hurt my feelings. Like just tell me, you know.
Don't take things so personal, especially in the hair world. Have you ever had a bad customer service experience that like you can think of? Just like you as a client where you were like, whoa, what the fuck just happened here? One that stands out where it's really bad. I know, I'm trying to think if I had one. And I did. I have one if you want a second to think.
You share.
It was a doctor. Doctors, I feel like get such a fucking pass on customer service,
especially when women are getting seen by doctors. It is a thing. Yeah,
doctors, I'm sorry, you guys need to go to fucking customer service, like get a customer service class, because it is customer service. Even though you are helping someone with their health, like you need to still be respectful. So I went to a headache specialist a couple months ago. Did I tell you this? And I had to fill out like this huge packet, and I turned it in, and I go to see the doctor, and Casey came with me because it was a far drive. I drove and I waited a long time for this appointment because I've been having headaches for a year and a half now. So trying to get to the bottom of it, and he is just going through the packet, asking me the same questions that I answered, and I was just like, oh my God, like just read my answers.
Just like read the
I don't know why I had to be here for you to read through this, but whatever. So he was like asking me the questions, and I was on my phone, and someone was working. I don't even remember. Someone was working at the salon this day. It was on the Monday. Okay. And I was like texting them back. I think they were asking me how to like check a client out, something like that. Something was going on. And I was answering him, but like when I wasn't answering him, I would be like texting, and then he'd ask me a question and I'd answer. And he literally just stopped, and it got quiet, and I looked at him, and he goes, I'll wait. And I was like, you'll wait for what? And then he goes, I'll wait for you to stop texting. And I was like, excuse me? And I was like caught off guard. And he goes, I'll wait when you want to give me your undivided attention. And I was like, wait a minute. Am I not answering your questions? And he goes, yeah, you are, but you're texting. I'm like, is there a rule that says I can't text when I'm not being asked a question? And Casey's jaw was dropped, and we were just looking at each other, and I was like, I'm about to fucking leave. But I was like, oh my God, I waited so long for this appointment, so I fucking just bit my tongue. But I remember, like, I told him I was like so pissed off and caught off guard.
Whoa.
And I literally just looked at him the whole time like this. As he was not even asking me a question, I was just like this, looking at him. And I was so mad. I left him.
That is so fucking rude.
And I never leave bad reviews ever, because I don't like bad reviews. Yeah. But I left him a bad review on this like doctor website just to warn people how arrogant this man was, because I just was so, he just ruined that whole experience for me where I didn't even feel comfortable. I just want to leave.
That's terrible.
So that was terrible.
I hate that.
Yeah. In hindsight, I wish I would have just gotten up and been like, you fucking suck. Literally. Like, that is not how you handle this. Yeah.
Oh, that's so mean.
So, yeah.
That's fucked up.
I know.
Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, I don't know. In the medical world, I've definitely experienced, like gaslighting, which is frustrating. So, like, I don't like that. When it's, like, gonna overshare. I had an IUD for a while, and I was experiencing like excruciating pain, like really bad pain, and it was like probably like 6 or 7 months into me having it. Where did this come from, kind of thing, like whatever. And like I'm going to the doctor to basically be like, do we need to like take it out, because like it's like not, this isn't like livable anymore. Like I can't, like I remember sitting at the front desk working, and like I was like hunched over, like literally like nauseating, like about to like nothing was comfortable. Everything hurt so bad. Couldn't lay down comfortably, couldn't breathe comfortably, couldn't like everything hurt so bad for months. And I go to the doctor, I'm like, do we need to take it out? Like, is that gonna make it better? You know, like, is it like an IUD issue, or is it just like something else, like whatever? And they're just like kind of brushing me off, like, no, like that's normal. And I was like, I don't think like pain is normal, you know. Like I have friends who have an IUD and they're fine, you know. So like I don't think the pain is normal. So is it the IUD or not? Like didn't even bother to look, didn't bother to like check it at all. They're just like, okay, here, like we'll just put you on the pill for a little bit. And I was like, while I still have this? And they're like, yeah, it'll like re-regulate you. And I was like, you don't even know what's happening though. Like you haven't even looked, you haven't even like like that kind of thing, like really. But like that was so rude. I ended up going to a different doctor and just being like, just fucking take it out, I don't care, like and it was fine. But like the gaslighting is like a huge, like if you're doing something and you don't have a why to back it up, I'm pissed. Like if you're not hearing me out, if you're not listening to what I'm saying, if you're not like validating what I'm saying, I'm gonna have a problem. Like that's always like where my, on the receiving end of customer service, I'm like, why would you, like, you have someone coming to you super clearly and like simply explaining, like, do you not speak the same language as me? I'm confused. Like I'm being as clear as possible. I'm telling you, like,
it's so
I'm
sad.
not saying this is normal. I'm telling you it's not. Like I'm telling you confidently this isn't normal. I don't know why, I don't know what it is, but I'm telling you what I'm experiencing isn't normal, and you shouldn't pretend that it is. Like
it's really, it's sad that it's in the medical field, and I get it, they're short staffed and you know whatever, but you have to advocate for yourself so hard that it's
so bad.
It's sad.
It's so bad.
And it's, yeah, and I think they become so numb to it, because then you have people who come in who will come in for anything, and it's really not nothing. Like they'll come in and be super dramatic, and I think it messes it up for the people who actually do have issues.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Do we want to talk about some of these comments real fast?
Yeah.
On the topic of like customer service, we had a TikTok get a lot of engagement when we were talking about how we like feel like we can't have a sick day. And I feel like we just need to read some of these comments just to shine some light. If you are a hairstylist, I'm sorry that you have to experience shit like this. And if you're a client, if you've done something like this, do some self-reflection, maybe. Simply put.
So the TikTok was a snippet of us talking about how hairstylist, like how hard it is for hairstylists to take time off,
and how like clients will
like
get
freak
mad about
out.
like literally, like I'm literally throwing up and a client's mad, like,
and just like I get why it is annoying as a client if you have shit planned. Like I totally get it. I would be super annoyed too if someone texted me that they were sick, but I just wouldn't
I wouldn't tell them that.
Because what are they going to do? They're
like,
sick.
We're humans. Like, we're not
So I just want to say that
machines.
because, like, we do get it. It is annoying to have to cancel
It's annoying
last
for us
minute.
to have to cancel and reschedule you.
Yeah.
Like, it's just
and
as
so
annoying.
we get it. It's annoying on the receiving end, but it's just, like, the responses are sometimes, like, whoa.
Like, this is actually insane. This one, I had stitches in my hand, and my client was calling my personal number asking to pay more for me to just do her hair. You have stitches in your hand. You can't. It's not about, like, it's not worth the money. You can't. Like, you can't.
Look at this one. I had a client mad because I wouldn't schedule her the same day I was scheduled to be induced for childbirth. That's crazy. That's like a client where I'd be like, you know what? You're not even the one for me. I don't even want to do your hair at this point.
Wow. I dislocated my knee, slipped on ice, couldn't make it to my first one, and the client never came back. She was so mad. What? Dislocated her knee. This girl dislocated her knee, and you're mad at her, and you're like, I'm never coming back to her again. Yeah. What? Dude, I had a client get mad that I didn't come to work when my cat died. She literally said, it's just a cat.
This person said, I once had a client insist on me coming in when I was ill, so I did. And she had the nerve to no-show. Oh my God. The way that I would freak out. That is so fucked up. This one's kind of sad. And I hate how, like, hairstylists feel like this. But this girl put, I'm absolutely terrified to get sick. And or if my kid gets sick, just because of the backlash and lack of availability to reschedule them. That's sad that, like, people even have to feel like that. Because it happens, like, we're so humans fucked. And people get sick and shit has to get rescheduled, and
literally I had a client get upset that I had to rush my son to the ER for a severe allergic reaction. It was bad enough he needs an EpiPen now. How can you be upset? And that's it, like, I just can't. I try to put myself, like, anytime I read something like this, like, I try to put myself in the shoes of the client, right? You know, like, I try to put if someone was doing my hair and they were like, I am so sorry, I have to go now, like, my son is having a severe allergic reaction, like, I have to rush him to the hospital. Go. Don't even go. Like,
how dare you think your hair is more important than, like, the life of a child?
Like, what? That's crazy. That's crazy.
Someone put, I had a client tell me I ruined her vacation because I had to cancel her hair appointment when my son had 104 fever. I even had her rebooked with another stylist. Yeah. That's fucked up. It's fucked up.
Like, you literally gave an alternative.
Yeah.
I had a miscarriage and someone got pissy because they needed their hair done.
Disgusting.
Whoa.
Disgusting.
Whoa. That's terrible.
Yeah, that's...
I'm so sorry.
Disgusting.
Oh my God.
People are messed up.
Dude, I saw one. I don't see it anymore, but there was one about... I can't find it. Oh, yeah. This girl's old boss got mad because she had pneumonia and wouldn't come into work.
Okay, bosses.
Like,
come on.
Really? Like, pneumonia. Pneumonia. What are we talking about? Had a stylist who kept rescheduling due to seizures.
People are so not understanding. It's so sad.
Oh my God. I passed out from a ruptured ovarian cyst mid-highlight and the client was pissed. She accused me of having an eating disorder and passing out. Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa.
But all of these clients who react like this are clients you don't want. Like, those are clients that you should not even try to get in at that
Absolutely
point.
not.
Yeah, if someone reacted like that, I'd be
Girl,
like,
you're not worth it.
Yeah, you gotta go.
Girl, you're not worth it.
You're not for me.
My coworker, this is insane. My coworker had a non-operable brain tumor, almost died. A client was upset that someone else was referred. She couldn't walk or talk.
Yeah, these are insane.
These are insane. We do not need to be taking shit like this. Like, I get it. On the topic of customer service, we're providing a service and our clients are our income, and I get that. I get that fully. The clients obviously get that as well, which is why they like to use that as like something to dangle over your head. It's giving a parent who fully financially supports you but then like holds it over your head, that kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, well, we're give and take here. Like, we're give and take here. You're not getting your hair the way you want it if I'm not doing it. You know, like, it goes both ways.
I
like,
was just gonna say, it goes both ways. Like, you can just how a client can pick what stylist they want to go to, stylists can pick what clients they want to take. And that's just it.
That's point blank.
Yeah.
Point blank, period.
Yeah, those comments are crazy.
That's insane.
Sad.
Never let your need to like make other people happy be a higher priority for you than making yourself happy at the like regardless. Like there's a fine line, and I get that, but you cannot
but
put
when it
your
comes to
clients
health,
first
yeah.
fully
Yeah.
in those situations. Like if you are not feeling up to doing your hair and it's just you're sick or like whatever reason, like you shouldn't have to over explain that, and you shouldn't have to deal with backlash for it. I don't know why it's like it's so niche. I feel like it happens specifically. It's because like with hairstylists, like we have clients in our schedule that have been waiting however long for this appointment. And I understand that is so frustrating. I would be frustrated too. I'm actually just as frustrated though that I can't show up, and I can't show up the way that I need to. So I'd rather just not come in at all. You know, like if I can't show up the way that I need to, I don't want to do your hair. And I don't think that makes me an animal. I don't think that makes me a sociopath. I don't think that makes me a bad person. Like I'm looking out for you, actually. Believe it or not, I don't want to get you and all of your kids sick. I don't want to throw up while I'm doing your hair. I don't want to be like passing out while I'm doing your hair.
You don't? Come on.
I know, like I know it sounds thrilling, but I'd rather not.
Yeah.
I'm against that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I feel like there's so many things that go into customer service. Like that is even one of them too, like how to handle a client like that. We're going to have to do a part 2 to this.
Yep.
Because there's so many things that I'm thinking of in relation to customer service that, I don't know, that are crazy. And I would love to hear from you guys, like what customer service situations as a hairstylist or even client have you been put in that you don't agree with, that you would have maybe handled differently? I'd love to hear. Or if you need advice on like how to handle a situation, like a reoccurring situation that you've been put in, let us know. We will give you our 2 cents.
Going forward, clients, your money doesn't make you above us as people. Just a little blanket statement to close that out on. All right, bitches. Follow us on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok, Bitches in the Breakroom.
My Instagram is Caitlyn Caban Hair.
Mine is Courtney Cab Hair. And we love you so much.
Thanks for tuning in.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.